Hello fellow YouTube, it's MKPS here, and today I'm doing like a quick video, a quick build guide. So I'm guessing, as this computer says, this is about a $150 build for me, but I know for you guys it's going to be more than that, because the tower itself with some RAM and a hard drive is like 170 after 170 before tax. There has been one for 100, but that sold pretty quick, and one other one with no RAM and no hard drive for 130. But right now, the only ones I saw on eBay was 170. So this is like $350 build. So we're using the i5-9400, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and a 1 terabyte hard drive for storage in your games. Big old school mechanical drive. You put your M2 you use for your operating system. It's actually a good starting place. I would recommend not to use this power supply. But if you want a power supply that fits this case, this one technically does fit the case, but you have to drill a hole in the bottom for it to vent, and you gotta add feet to this so it's not being blocked by any carpet or anything. That's why I got mine facing the other way. My fan's on top instead of the bottom. I did it the cheap way, but everyone will tell you to do it the correct way, but that's modifying the shell. And if you have a plan to resell the tower itself, to some people that will affect the value, so don't want, haven't done it yet. But this is a good, learning how to build your own computer using a pre-built. Yes, 300 is a little high for a pre-built, in my opinion, but it's a very small form factor. That's what I like about it. And then you get some of the Dell bonuses, like the Dell help programs, and then sometimes a year or two. Some stuff on here is like a year you get to use, but the virus protection is only 30 days, which kind of sucks. But yeah. So if you do take my option to do it the poor man's option, just sticking any power supply in here, it's probably not going to close right, or this is going to have to be at an angle to get the plug to fit. I recommend using this. This is like mildly better, and it's a better known brand, and this is my favorite budget power supply. Technically it's my second ever non-off-brand power supply I've ever used, but also I like this one because the cables are black, and it kind of goes with the theme of this all being black. I will be doing an updated video probably with some game testing when my new 1070 mini comes in. And that's when I'm going to switch to this power supply, because this is just a better power supply that I would trust with my 1070. Because I think a 1070 is like the cheapest, best graphics card you can stick in one of these. And if you put it on the free benchmark, it shows like 73, 75 gaming, and then the other two are like in the 90s for office and school stuff, so when I did those test marks. So we're explaining the stuff you'll have to add if you buy the 170. You probably have to buy another stick of 8 gig RAM, because these usually always come with one stick. I got lucky with one coming with 2, but it should only be like $20 or less for a stick of RAM for this. I might actually upgrade the RAM in this if I go to Georgia to Michael Center, the one in Atlanta, and get me a kick of 64 gig, 32 gig for 25, just to max out the RAM. And it's a cheap upgrade and something that I can use in other builds. So if you guys can't find cheap hinges, I know Walmart sells an HP one for like $27. I think it's only like a 250 gig. It's a 250 gig or a 500 gig. I would grab it. If not, just grab a cheap SSD, because this is an SSD. This is a mechanical drive here. My setup has 2 mechanical drives, but these 2 ain't plugged in yet. This one's got to be formatted, and that one has another operating system on it that's from that computer. That one, I'm thinking, if my dad doesn't take that, I'm gonna rebuild that back into a gaming PC and flip it, because I'll get more money for it. But so here's my dell. Here's my inspiron. You will need to buy the 8-pin to 8-pin to 24-pin. That's what this cable is. So any power supply will fit it. These fans were only like $10 for the pair on eBay. It should be the cheapest 2-fan 80 millimeter set. I wanted LED blue, so that's what these are. They're a little cheap and a little loud, not super loud, but they're still a little loud. But you gotta remember they were $10 fans, so go 2 $5 fans, so you go $10. You can't really complain, because it does seem like it's helping. But I think I did a good job. Oh, and this is a RS 560, but on this computer it's showing at 460. But what I learned, these specs are different on this card. Some computers register it as a washer card, but then it actually is, because this is the XFX 560, and some of those on computers do some weird stuff, is what I read online. But it's playing everything. Every game I thrown at it's played. To medium to high. A few newer games low, but most of the time it's always high. Medium to high. Maybe 1-2 games sometimes want to go to low or medium, but it's getting good. I know it's going to get a lot better with the better graphics card, because I think I'll be like medium at my lowest, and then everything could be high to ultra on the newer graphics card, which I just paid, what, $96 for. $96 ship. $10.70 for this, and it's the small one, not the 4 size, so you're only losing a teeny bit of performance, but it worked good in this case, I think. Especially after I upgrade the power supply, just to be sure I'm over the watts. And if you guys watch one of my other videos, you'll see how pretty blue these are. So Oh, the other thing, if any like PC customization watches video, stop selling replacement covers, because there's actually vent holes back here, but there's plastic blocking it. So if you make a clear version of this with some vent holes, you can put some LED lights, and I think it'll look pretty gaming, in my opinion. I was originally going to cut the system up, so a lot of these stickers are from the bottom, but once this is plastic wrap with a blue on top, you won't see this. Dollar Tree plastic wrap actually works pretty good on towers, because this one I had all blue, but I took it off when I was getting ready to sell it. And this is just the cover for this computer, but it's just easy to lay it on top of there, so I know where it's at. But let me know what you guys think. My $200 version of this will be coming up soon. Well, under $200 version, but for you guys, it's still gonna be in the $400 range. You might be able to do better, but that video I'll do all the little benchmarks and stuff, and I'll learn how to do all the editing and stuff. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.